Natalie, why don't you tell us more? You know more what's going on, like what you do now, how your job is different.
Sure. Well, it's crazy. I've never in my career seen so many journalists and TV people, particularly working from home, but
Mhm.
they want to only have three people in the studio at a time, just trying to keep all the germs and everything away from the TV station. So 80% of our workers at the TV station are working from home. So that includes some weather people. If you've turned on the news, you've probably seen it. Everybody's created their own little studios at home. So this is mine. I'm usually up a little higher like this with better lighting. And so everything I've been doing is from here, live on the news, and then doing interviews from here as well, and putting everything together at home. So we've had to figure that technology out. It's actually been good because it's forced us to try new things. I'm actually live on TV from my phone every day. It's a special app we have that allows us to go live from the camera on our phone. And then I have an earpiece that runs from a different phone line, so I can hear the station from a different phone. And I log into the system at work on a computer and I get my scripts. You guys should see my little setup. I get my scripts here in this iPad. There's my ring light. That's the only light I have here. I'm actually in a little closet that I've turned into a studio. And this is my background. So I get our logo behind us.
Yeah.
So I'll just show you my setup here. I've got about 4 computers going. One of them's not in here. This one that I'm on right now that has its camera is where I keep my email. And then I've got a monitor beside me that will have, it doesn't have anything on it right now, but it usually would have my work email, Twitter, Facebook. This is kind of my background. My camera would sit about right here, and the camera sits inside of that ring light right there. And the camera is actually my phone. It's got an app that allows me to go live from the phone. And then I use my daughter. You guys might know my daughter Callie. She's a sophomore. I use her phone at 3 a.m. to call into the station because my phone's being used. And that's how I get. It's called IFB. You probably know that. That's how I get the sound. And then my iPad here from the station has scripts, and I can scroll through my scripts. You can see right here. And this is our rundown, which you guys are somewhat familiar with. I think we talked about. So those are all the stories we're doing each day. And 4.5 hours goes pretty fast when you're doing it this way. It's
How
crazy.
has it been?
It's been hard.
Yeah.
Let me go back to where I can see you guys. It's been hard because I'm used to having people do these things for me, lighting and sound and technology, and my Wi-Fi has been really pressed by this. So it's just me. There's no one else here. So it's been good, but it's been challenging. And while I'm writing a lot of what I'm doing now, I don't have a teleprompter. So I'm writing and interviewing. I'll interview during the day about this time, and then I'll write things that we will run the next morning.
Wow.
It's a whole different scenario for us, but we're all learning as we go.
Kind of like you're the producer and the anchor and the editor.
And the reporter. And
and the reporter and like a one woman TV station. That's crazy.
But one thing I thought might be interesting for you guys is what it's also really done is it's helped me be very self-sufficient in my interviews, where it used to be, like you guys know, if you go out and you do a story, you take the camera, you put the microphone on them. It takes a little bit more time, but I'll do 2 or 3 interviews a day on Skype, and then I'll upload those and write a story and turn it very quickly because I don't have to leave the house to do it.